Welcome, everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia, and I'm going to be sharing some information with you tonight that I have no doubt can absolutely be life-changing for you and your family. My family and I first found out about this in 2008. At the time, I was working full-time as a physician assistant and had just had my eyes open to the world of nutrition because my nephew had been diagnosed with severe autism. Hearing from the doctor that my nephew would never speak and never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old, I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences as a PA. So I dove into researching what is autism, how did he get it? What was it all about? And after reading books like The China Study, I began to understand the extreme power and importance of nutrition. Since reading that book, I've read The Truth About Cancer, which made me understand why I was writing 200 prescriptions a day and taught to write prescriptions in medical school. And I've read the book Chris Beat Cancer by Chris Wark, which helped me to understand again the power of plant-based nutrition. I was trying to do it on my own when my brother said to me, "You've got to check out this company." So I agreed to take a look and immediately was understanding that they knew the importance of detoxing your body and pouring nutrition in. There were not a lot of people in 2008 spreading that message, talking about that. So I was immediately intrigued. I compared what they had to what I was purchasing from the health food store, and what they had was better. It had been used in a clinical practice for 30 years. I couldn't out research that. So I said, I'm in, give me everything that they have. And I'm going to show you some pictures. The results speak for themselves and are exactly why I'm sharing this today, 15 years later. So the name of the company is Pure. It stands for People United Reaching Everyone. This was Healthy Rachel. I was practicing medicine again full time. I saw patients from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I wrote 200 prescriptions a day. I was struggling with weight. I was struggling with sleep. My 3-year-old was struggling with severe constipation issues. 6 weeks after starting the regimen you're about to hear about, lost 32 pounds. It was a little bit drastic to the point that my patients were saying, "What have you done?" 1 weekend, my sleep issues resolved. 1 weekend, my son in the stroller there, his constipation issues totally resolved. My husband also had a dramatic weight loss, but he was struggling with depression and anger issues. At that point, we'd been married 10 years. And I will honestly tell you, I had one foot out the door because I just couldn't handle the ups and downs of his mood. 6 weeks in, anger and depression issues gone. That was, I'm just going to tell you, marriage saving. But this little guy with the red hair, this is my nephew, Bo. He just graduated from high school, the same high school I went to. 3 months after starting on the Pure products, he started speaking. He went from being totally nonverbal and screaming all day long to speaking. 3 months on this system. That's what woke me up. That's what made me decide that I was going to share this with others. Some people are attracted to the health aspect of what we have, definitely attracted me. I did not see this as an income producer. That being said, I was looking for an additional stream of income. I made great money, over $200,000 a year as a PA, but I was handcuffed to my job. We had a nanny that my boys called mom. So I was actively looking for an extra side thing that we could invest in that would create an additional income stream and allow me to take one day off a week, at least Fridays, for field trips. And so we had just invested in a brick and mortar skincare retail store, $50,000. We had just invested in a construction company, $50,000. And so I wasn't looking at this as a business. Number one, because it was so cheap. I did not see purchasing healthcare products or health products and food that my family was going to use as a business. It was my CPA who said to me, "You can actually write this off." I argued with him. Don't argue with the person who sees everybody's bank accounts. How is this different from anything you've ever heard of before? Well, one, we're for everybody, not just the women, not just the runners, not just the parents. This is for every man, every woman, every child, everybody who has a body at some point recognizes we're either going to go the prescription medicine route, or we're going to try to feed this amazing machine what it needs so it can heal itself. It's for everybody. It's a consumable product. So when people run out, they repurchase, and that's where we really stand out. If 100 people start on our 7 product starter packages and they service their body for 30 days, I compare it to servicing your car every 10,000 miles. You service your body for 30 days for less than $10 a day. 93 of those 100 repurchase 2 or 3 of our products totally unsolicited. That's why we're different. In 30 days, you see the results. Weight loss, better sleep, better mood, better bowel habits, more energy, less pain. 90 days is why I'm here. The lab results are why we have multiple medical doctors and healthcare providers joining us. We are a 15-year-old company. No one knows about us. Less than 100,000 Americans even know we exist. There's probably about 10,000 of us actively sharing it with others. We are totally debt-free. We are growing every single day, positive cash flow, owe no investors anything. They've all been paid back. This is a powerful business and it's moving fast. I encourage you to look to people who've been successful to see what their opinions of this business are. I found in starting businesses that everyone who doesn't have a business comes out of the woodwork telling you why you shouldn't start a business. I've learned in 15 years of starting businesses, listen to the successful people. These guys are billionaires. They've both gone on record. You can find it online with them talking about why this business model is brilliant. Robert Kiyosaki is the reason I started a skincare retail store and the construction company. And he came out with a book, The Business of the 21st Century, in 2010, stating that this business model was the business of the future. I thought I was doing my brothers a favor by getting started on the healthcare products. Starting changed our lives. I accidentally stumbled into the business that totally replaced my income as a PA in just a couple of years, and now has more than quadruple what I used to make as a PA. And the amount of time that I spend building this business isn't even half what I used to spend working as a PA. Does everybody make that kind of money? No. I'm looking for 100 people who want to lock in $10,000 a week. That's what I'm looking for. But along the way, I'm helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people earn weekly checks. I don't know what of this is interesting to you, but making money while you sleep is a smart thing to do. And that's what I teach you how to do here. I was attracted, as I said, to where it started in a clinical practice for 30 years with patients. They chose to start the company by spreading it word of mouth. People who already knew the power of the cleanse, balance, build philosophy that they offer, telling their sister, telling their brother, telling their neighbor, instead of paying a marketing fee to a marketing firm for billboards and commercials and advertisements on the radio, they chose to pay people who believe in what they have and talk about it. Word of mouth travels best anyways. That's why I'm here today, not because of a billboard, but because my brothers shared it with me. I believe after 20 years of practicing medicine, 15 years of sharing this message, that the majority of the health issues we face are the result of these three things. We are toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. We've all put our Thanksgiving dinners in Tupperware containers and stuck it in the microwave. Hopefully you've thrown the Tupperware out and you're using glass containers to store your food in now. Teflon should no longer be in your house. Watch the movie Dark Waters with Mark Ruffalo. You will understand it's poison. It's causing cancer. It's been proven. Get it out of your house. We are being poisoned like our grandparents never were. Our food is being sprayed by guys wearing hazmat suits. We are out of balance. Not only do these books talk about the fact that pouring meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread into your body causes you to go into an acidic state. And by the way, the last portion of both of these books are all research studies, all documented research on why plants are better, what they've been proven to do, decreasing inflammation, decreasing risk of infection, decreasing risk of disease. How many plants are you putting into your body? Are you putting more plants in than you do all the acidic foods, meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread? We're going to make it easy. 30 seconds in the morning, more nutrition than your whole neighborhood gets in a week. We're undernourished. The studies have shown it. More than 50% of our children are not getting the nutrition they need. Yes, we're trying to supplement. We go to the health food store. We buy the stuff. We take it when we feel our throat a little scratchy. We don't travel with it. You don't see the results in your lab work as to whether or not you're taking your supplements. Your physicians aren't saying, hey, what are you taking? Your blood pressure is, wow, how is it so good? How is your hemoglobin A1C so good? How is your liver function test improved? Why are your kidney function tests so much better? Oh, I'm not taking the Advil PM anymore. Well, stopping the Advil is that's a huge deal because that negatively affects your kidneys. They're not asking you these things when you have this cabinet full of stuff. See, if you can't tell when you're taking your supplementation, you can't tell when you don't take it, you don't travel with it, you need to switch. 30-day satisfaction guarantee this company offers. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. We have one irreplaceable asset. We usually treat our phones, our roofs, our cars better than we treat this. We can't eat out of our ways out of the situation. So many people say, oh, I just eat healthy, I'm fine. No, you're not. We've known for over a decade that 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat are what are needed to equal what our grandparents got from one of each of those things in 1960. You can't eat your way out of this situation. You must be supplementing to allow this machine to work the way it was made to work. Cleansing your body of the toxins is one of the pillars of health that this company teaches, preaches, and provides. What does cleanse mean? Well, just like we take our cars in for an oil change, we've got to get the oil, the sludge out of the car before they put good stuff in. You have 7 channels you eliminate through your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines. They're getting backed up because of the poisons we're consuming, because of the lack of movement. Sitting is the new smoking, because of the lack of sleep. If you're having trouble losing weight, if you're tired all the time, if you have fatigue, if your hair is getting brittle and thin, your nails are brittle and thin, you have a little pain here, a little pain there. You say, oh, I got my servicing. I went to the doctor last week for that pain in my side. Well, what did they do? They did a scan. They drew some blood. They wrote you some prescriptions, Band-Aids. That's not a servicing. We have to cleanse the toxins out, balance out the pH by pouring alkalinizing plants into your body and building your trillions of cells up with whole raw food nutrition that are screaming for health. We have a whole panel of medical doctors. In fact, I was just with Dr. Benga and Lola last week. They have, for a 20th anniversary celebration of 20 years of medical practice in Memphis, Tennessee. They recommend pure products to their patients. In fact, all of these physicians do. Why? Because they've learned over the years prevention is better than prescription. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference. The Core Plus is what I talk about when I'm talking about a 30-day servicing. I started with the family pack. I wanted to service my body, my husband's body, my son's body, both boys' bodies, my sister, her son. Thankfully, I started with the family pack because my sister's son had those dramatic results, as did the rest of our family. Okay. I started with the family pack because it was the best bang for my buck. But the Core Plus services one person for 30 days. Got plant-based omega-3s. Omega-3s have been shown to be huge for so many things. Focus, sleep. It's also got the fiber that goes into your intestinal tract and scrubs out all the nooks and crannies of your intestines. We've got the little cleanse that cleanses out the 7 channels you eliminate through. We have the most comprehensive liquid vitamin on the planet in the daily build. The quercetin, the resveratrol, the vitamin C, the vitamin D, spirulina, all the things you've learned you need are in this in a plant form. Brilliant is our #1 seller. They call it marriage counselor in a bottle. Studies have been done showing that it causes feelings of joyfulness. So if you struggle with depression, anxiety, rage issues, Goyan might be your favorite product. Our calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, and vitamin D mix is plant-based. All right, so no acidic cow's milk and perfectly combined with the supplements, magnesium and vitamin D, that you need for your body to properly absorb it. So there's no capsule sitting in your stomach after you take your calcium capsules. Your body literally absorbs it. If you struggle with migraines, restless leg syndrome, insomnia, weakness, spasms, anxiety, you're likely deficient in something we have in that product. The sulfur decreases inflammation, as does the Mila. So if you struggle with pain, allergies, eczema, you might love that one. And then the energy is meant to be a replacement of acidic things that you take to give you energy. It actually gives you focus, dials you in for 6 to 8 hours without the thyroid crashes, the adrenal gland fatigue, without the crashes in the afternoon. These are the 7 products that make up the Core Plus for less than $10 a day. These are the 6 things most people notice in 30 days. Better sleep, totally happened for me in days. More energy, better sleep leads to more energy. Less pain. This is something we heard from all the nurses in my office. Better bowel habits, whether you go too much or too little. It's likely because you don't have enough fiber, your probiotics are off in your gut, and you don't have omega-3s that are decreasing the inflammation. Better mood. Newsflash, you don't notice when your mood is off. Everyone around you does. It will make everyone like you more. Weight loss. I only lost 3 pounds my first month. The rest of the weight came off months 2 and 3. If you're over 40 or you're popping over-the-counter medications like they're candy, you can go nowhere without your Tums, your Advil PM, your Tylenol PM, your Flonase, your Claritin. Look at the Core Complete. It includes 4 superfruits that have been used for thousands of years for medicinal purposes and have been studied for 3 to 4 decades here in the US for things like allergies, bowel issues, reflux, libido, circulation issues. If you struggle with diabetes, if you struggle with mood, throw on the Core Complete. Do it for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you'll run out and you'll know I need more. You'll be able to figure out what you need more of. People get a little overwhelmed when they take a look at this and think, how can I do it? This seems like too much. Well, these are my boys. They started taking these products when they were toddlers. They're now 16 and 18. We started doing shots in the very beginning, superfruit shots. I would line them up every morning. And you might say, oh my gosh, that seems like so much work, Rachel. Newsflash. It's not the teacher's job or the doctor's job to get the nutrition in your kids. If you work a full-time job, it's almost impossible to do it. you can do this. And you owe it to them. My kids are now 16 and 18, and they make these on their own. They're smoothies, they do their shots, they take the company sports line. If there's someone in your family that was trying to gain weight via muscle, maybe you have teenagers who are looking to get fit. My boys both recommend and sell these products to their friends. And instead of working at Starbucks and Targets like their friends are doing, trading their hours for dollars, making minimum wage, they're selling it on their social media sites. Great way to make additional streams of income. We have videos and recipes showing you how to consume this, how to get it in your family, and you can find all of that on purelifechangers.com. Sensia is a skincare product straight from Korea. I used to sell the best of the best skincare, SkinCeuticals, SkinMedica, serums that were $225. This is $188 for your cleanser, your toner, an emulsifier, and a cream. Here's what you need to hear. 95% of people who use it see results in 15 days. Fine lines and wrinkles reduced, dark spots reduced, and it's $188 for a 3-month supply. Whoa, that should blow your mind right there. 30-day satisfaction guarantee, straight from Korea. Whoever invited you works closely with me. We've put together a Facebook page where you can go in and see testimonies from people who are customers. They have nothing to gain from posting their testimonies. They're not brand partners. They're not sharing the news with their friends and family. And you can go on this site, type in ADHD as shown in this example, and pull up hundreds of testimonies, even kids talking about how the products have changed their lives and what they're taking. So that's a great source for you if you're interested in learning more about how it affects people. I said earlier, my goal is to help 100 people lock in $10,000 a week of residual income. We are well on our way to meeting this goal. I have a goal to do it in 5 years. Okay. That means I will have 100 people who are literally going out and changing tens of thousands of lives. I cannot do this alone. Some people who watch this presentation just want to be customers. I'm going to show you how to get started with whoever invited you. Some people are saying, yes, I need an extra stream of income. I need the whole core plus, and I can't afford $289. If you're 30, 40, 50, 60, and you can't afford $289 to get your one irreplaceable asset working the way it should be, you need to listen to the next part that I'm going to talk to you about. This is not a business that's going to go out of style in a year or 2 years. When you're going, my kids are going, one was in college right now. Like, what's the major going to be that will be here in a couple years, that will be here in 10 years and in 15 years? I'm telling you, this business will be here 50 years from now, because everybody who has a body at some point turns to health and wellness, looking for the thing that can help them, because they don't want to be like the average American who's on 5 prescription medications at the age of 50. You just want to get started, you guys, go to livepure.com, throw what you want into the cart. I started with the family package because it had this colloidal silver, which has been used for hundreds of years. The #1 first antiviral, antibacterial that was used. That's why they had silver spoons and royalty. You can spray it in your ears, in your eyes, in your mouth. It's got the silver. It's got the Sensia in the family package. It's got our skin defense, which I just used on my whole trip. Instead of this alcohol swabs at the gym and on a plane, I can spray the skin defense. It kills COVID. It's been proven clinically in studies to kill COVID. It's a spray. Your kids should all have it in their backpack. You spray your phones in your purse with it. You've got the sports line in the family package. You've got the metabolic reset for anybody looking to reset their metabolism in that package. So much good stuff, and enough for your family of 4 to do the 30-day servicing. I started with the family package. You can also mix and match. You can start wherever you want to. I'm going to go through prices here in just a moment. When you go to checkout, it's going to say, do you want to be a preferred customer? Yes. Don't pay retail. It's like getting a free membership to Amazon Prime or Costco, both of which have a very big membership fee. So you're getting discounted rates on the products for no membership fee and no obligation to purchase again. All right, 25% off for giving them your email address, essentially. So yes, choose to be a preferred customer and then put the name of the person who invited you to this tonight. If you're thinking you might want to be a brand partner, and here's the big difference between a preferred customer and a brand partner. Brand partners earn money. If you think you might want to earn money, if you think you might share this with others, I teach you how to do this. Our leaders that are working towards their $10,000 a week of locked-in income teach you how to do this. We recommend 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for a weekly check. If you can do 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week on your phone, we train you for 10 minutes. You invite people for 10 minutes. We teach you how to do that. And then you follow up, and the people who are asking questions who watched it yesterday, you connect them to one of us to answer their questions. Can you do that? If you can create a weekly check here. But I want to encourage you to consider getting one of our VIP packages. It gives you access to our VIP page, our VIP training. We have special training that we do once a year. The next one's coming up in Jacksonville in February. Actually, today is the last day for our leaders who are VIP to earn the leadership retreat. This is something that my husband and I do twice a year, and our top leaders are now partnering with us to put this on for our team. This one's costing $30,000. I take $30,000 of my pure money, and instead of investing it in real estate or something, taking my family on a vacation, I put it back into you guys. I'm going to tell you right now, it is very hard to find a leader who's been in the field 15 years. I just literally drove in 15 minutes ago from doing 4 meetings in 4 days, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Auburn, Alabama. How many people still are in the field doing it 15 years later, person to person, belly to belly, working with people, and then putting events on like this? Not many. You have the opportunity to partner with us and have access to that, where you mingle with other like-minded people who want to change the lives of others, who want to live their best lives, who want to build each other up. We're not talking negative. We're not gossiping. We're working towards massive goals of changing the world and letting people know they don't have to be sick. They don't have to be broke. Kristen and Skip took a look at this presentation when they watched a video very similar to this. Skip had done business with Phil Knight, who is one of our investors, and he said, if this man's doing it, we're in. Kristen went on to make $30,000 in the next 9 weeks. She is now one of my top leaders and actually ran an event this past weekend in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where she trained her entire team. She does her own leadership retreats. One of the first people she shared it with was her friend Cozy, who just lost her husband to cancer. She was raising their 4 kids by herself as a Pilates instructor. Cozy learned how to call people, invite people via text, instant message, calls, and invite them to watch something like this. And she made $32,000 in 12 weeks. She would not have made that as a Pilates instructor. Do you have a phone? Are you coachable? Do you have people in your phone that you can call and invite to take a look? Maybe it's for them, maybe it's not. You don't know what people are praying for. David and Lindley sat down on a Sunday and called 50 people and invited them to take a look. 6 months later, they'd made $102,000. Does everyone do that? No. Most people won't sit down and call 50 people. Or if they do it the wrong way. They don't invite them the way that we teach you to invite them. Are you coachable? Can you follow a system? Can you do it consistently, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week? You can create whatever you want to create here. Josh and Ashley sat down, started calling people, and were paid off $30,000 of debt in less than 6 weeks. Went on to continue making checks that they have now put into real estate. They have 12 passive income real estate properties. Whereas when they started Pure, they were $30,000 in debt and couldn't even think about investing in real estate. Pure gives you the finances to do the things you're passionate about. There's 2 ways to build this. One is customers. Some of you may say, I don't want to build teams. I'm not interested in leading people, but I do know people who'd be interested in this. If you have 20 people who order just 3 products a month, you'll make $1,000 a month. 10 people ordering 3 products a month, you'll make $400 a month. But I will tell you, your customers turn into brand partners. They start to tell people, and you're only building 2 teams. I love this slide because I want to address the question, is this a pyramid? I said, what do you mean by that? I say, you mean the person at the top makes all the money. Like you, Rachel, you're making all the money. Okay. So you mean like my job, your job, where I had the doctor who owned the practice, the CFO that he hired, the other doctors, the PAs were not allowed to make as much as the doctors. That was a no-no. And if we did, they changed our contract on us. Nurses, and then the secretary. Can the secretary make as much as the doctor? No, never. Can you make as much as your boss? Wherever you work? Probably not ever. There's probably only one person in that whole corporate situation you're in that can make that money. Here, you can make whatever you want. I make more than the person who told me. I make more than the person who told them and the person who told them. Why? 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, consistently inviting people to take a look. You can do this. What I want you to see is the sooner you join your friend's team, the faster it will grow and the more you will benefit because they're continuing to invite people. I do these live every Monday night. They invite people. People join their team. And you, if you join tonight, will likely see emails saying, hey, Linda, join your team. Jason, join your team. What does that mean? That means their orders go into commissions for you. Commissions that literally just sit there in your Pure account, waiting for you to plug in and begin to share this with others. You can benefit from the people that are put on your team. And whoever invited you only has 2 places to put them, your team or the other team. Do not delay. Stay on tonight. Get your questions answered. There's no cap to what you can make. Does everybody make $100,000 in 6 months? No. Does everybody make $100,000 their first year? No. Most people don't follow the system. Depends on how bad you want it, but it works. In less than 15 years, and less than 10,000 people in the entire United States are even talking about it. But we're spreading fast. How do you get started with the business? It's $49 to enroll and get your business set up. That's waived if you get one of our business packages. The monthly overhead is about 3 products a month, about $135. If you can't afford that, then you definitely should get started with the business, because let's get you out of that situation. But if you sign up your Aunt Betty and she orders 3 products a month as a customer, that covers your monthly overhead. And then we go place your first order. Let me be very clear. You can start with the Core Plus for $289, add on the $49 business, and you've got a business with Pure. Plugged into all of the trainings, plugged in on all of our Changing Lives with Pure page, get coached on how to build this business. You can start with the Core Complete for $414. I recommend the Family Pack. You know you want to build a business, get your whole family on the products. Change their health from the inside out. Get their testimonies. It will build your confidence. But that also gives you access to our VIP site. It gives you $1,500 of free product. Okay. It might seem crazy to buy $2,500 worth of product. It's actually $4,000 worth of health product. If you went to Whole Foods and spent $2,500, that'd be a little crazy, right? What business can you start for $2,500 and get in at the highest level? Like, this is the most you can spend to get in at the highest level. You get additional bonuses that the company has on the table right now. This is ending very soon. The additional bonuses on the table if you come in with this high package, which means if you begin to share this with others and you come in with the Core Plus, you're going to make a certain amount. If you begin to share this with others and you came in with the family package, you're going to make more. It's the same amount of work. You're going to make more money, but you're also going to get additional coaching. We have a VIP call weekly. We have annual team retreats. As I said, tonight's the last night to earn one of those trips. The last one was to Helen, Georgia at a place called Bison View Lodge. This next one's to Asheville at Horseshoe Farms. You have the opportunity to have a Black Diamond record webinars for you if that's what you want. Not everybody wants that. And if you're looking, you like the idea of $10,000 a week of income, we train you on how to get there. We want you to be able to walk away and continue to create income. There's a lot of people I know who make a lot of money in real estate, but if they leave for a month and go to Europe, like I did this summer, the largest checks of the year were made while I was in another country with no computer or no phone on, my 2 boys and my husband, doing a Mediterranean cruise and then traveling through Italy. See, if my friends that are real estate agents, if they leave for a month and go to Europe, they make no money while they're gone. Will you make money while you're gone? If you plug into Pure, we will teach you how to do that. Livepure.com, go throw what you want into the shopping cart, choose to be a brand partner at checkout. I recommend the family package. And if you like to travel for free, you guys, I used to work all the time. Even my doctor that I worked for, he would go on vacation. He'd be calling in every day, checking. He couldn't go away for very long because he had this big old practice to run. I've now traveled to Italy, Spain, Australia, France, Bora Bora, New Zealand, Hawaii 3 times, all paid for by Pure. And now I help other people do that. This is over 40 people that we helped during the trip to Italy last year. This is over 50 that we helped during the trip to Greece. We stayed at the same hotel George Clooney was at 5 days before us. This is part of our team hanging out at that pool. If you like to travel, guys, our next trip is to Switzerland. Are you going to spend $20,000 for you and your spouse to go to Switzerland? This company spends that kind of money on us to say thank you for spreading the news about this amazing company. I can promise you this, if you do not change, nothing will change. So I encourage you, stay on, get your questions answered. I've been doing this for 15 years. I literally just drove home from a 15 hours in the car whirlwind trip, and I'm on to share this information tonight because you were invited by somebody that I know personally. And so I want to encourage you, get your questions answered, get back to the person who invited you. Don't go into the witness protection program, guys. Like, let your friend know it's not for me. No problem. It's okay. We're not going to chase you down. That's not what we teach here. We just don't know who's praying for this. We don't know who's looking for this. So we invite everybody to take a look, and then they know. Usually within 15 minutes, they know whether they're interested or not. So I'm going to stop the recording and take a few questions. And one question is, I'm not very good at sales. Don't worry, you don't have to be. We teach you, first of all, we teach you how to do this. And literally it's inviting people to take a look. Somebody probably invited you. They either sent you a video and said, hey, Beth, I want you to take a look at what I'm doing. I don't know if it's for you or not, or they called you or they texted you. That's all we do is invite people. And if people start asking you, what is it? This is what I would do when I was driving to the surgical center in the morning. It's like, what is it? I don't have time. I'm like, I don't have time either. 5 patients waiting to see me, but you need to look at this. It's changed our lives. If I send you a link, will you watch? Half the time they didn't watch. I didn't care. I didn't get emotional. I was like the lady at the coffee shop. Would you like some coffee, sir? Breakfast shop. Would you like some coffee? If someone says no, she doesn't throw down the mug and run out saying, nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Like, she just goes around asking everybody if they want coffee. I just asked people, would you like to learn a little more? We had a great waitress at one of our restaurants in Tennessee. And I said, do you keep your options open outside of what you're doing to create additional income streams? She's like, absolutely, I do. I got her number. I'm going to send a video to her. Like, we teach you how to do it. You don't have to be good at sales. You just have to be coachable. You have to be willing to learn. When I went to PA school, I didn't get to make money while I was in PA school. I had to spend $100,000, 8.5 years of education, and then I made money when I got out, nervous and trembling, but I made money when I got out, okay? Here, you can make money while you're learning. We teach you how to do that, but you're not gonna make $100,000 in 2 months. You come in and you invest. Hopefully you make that back in a month. Some people make it back in a month. Some people make it back in a year. Some people make it back in 5 years. I don't know who you know. I don't know what people think about you. I don't know if they'll answer the phone when you call. I don't know how coachable you are. But the sky is the limit. And some of you are on here because somebody that you really respect just got started. And they probably have a list of 200 people they're calling. And I want to encourage you, don't delay. Partner with them today so that you benefit from the other 98 people that are going to be watching the presentation. Another question. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. How many different buy-ins are there? How many different buy-ins? So you can start. So as a rep, $49 gets you the business. To get active, to be able to earn income, you need to purchase at least 4 products, essentially about $150 order. I don't recommend starting lower than the Core Plus personally, because if you're coming in, usually you want to have a health change. And we've learned over the years, if people pick and choose products, 3 weeks later, you don't really notice a difference. And so I've been doing this 15 years. About 5 years ago, we came up with the Core Plus, and that's where we get the 93% of people who have great results. So for me, I would recommend minimum buy-in, $289, the Core Plus in your package, add-on brand partner, $49. You can come in wherever you want. You can do our lifestyle package. You can go on the website and see the different packages. You can do the sports line. You can do whatever you want. I recommend the family pack because it's like, it's everything. It's everything our company offers. Our Me Collagen Probiotic, which is amazing. I go nowhere without it. Our vegan shake, which I use to make muffins, like everything. And it gives you all the benefits. So there's one level at the top that's around $2,500. You can mix and match whatever products you want in there, but the family package has savings added on. Okay. That gives you the most bang for your buck. And it also opens up additional bonuses and our VIP specials. Does that make sense? Okay, I think that's all the questions, you guys. My encouragement to you is get back to the person who invited you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope you learned something. And somebody's asking another question. Does the rep distribute the products or does the customer buy with a rep code? The reps do not distribute the products. Now, we do have people in our organization who are physicians and chiropractors. I have a neurosurgeon. I have a pediatrician. I have a dentist who they do sell products in their office, but that is like a small percentage, like maybe 1% of my entire organization. The majority of us, myself included, I do not buy products and then sell it to anybody. I buy products for my own consumption. And then, for instance, if the waitress that I shared this with watches this, I'm going to send her my rep information, or she can go to livepure.com and she can throw whatever she wants into the cart and she'll type in Rachel Garcia when she's checking out. So type in the name of the person. So we each have our own websites that we send to you and you go order. So when you choose to join, you will have your own website that you can send to people to get them started, right? But we don't, 99% of us do not have products or inventory. That's one of the beautiful things about this. Once in a while, I mean, when people run out, they start to freak out. They'll call and say, I think I need more meal. I'm running out. Do you have any? I'm like, no, that is for me and my family. You cannot have it. Or I might say, order it today. It comes in 2 days typically. I'll give you a bag, but give me your bag when it comes in 2 days. I'm not a store. So yes, it is fantastic. You're right. It is such a fantastic business and it's real. 15 years. Most of them are gone in 3, 4, 5 years. 2% of all companies are gone in 5 years. I've watched so many come and go through Jacksonville. I was really blessed to start in one that is still here today. And I will continue to share this because people deserve to know. They don't have to be on multiple prescription medications and they don't have to be broke. Thank you again.